It's art.
It's smut.
It's art. It evokes an emotional response from the viewer, which is what art is supposed to do.
Watching two dogs hump on your lawn evokes an emotional response. That doesn't make it art. It just makes it hilarious.
Those dogs aren't trying to make art. Now, if you replace the dogs with two consenting artists and the lawn with a small theater space in Soho, then it's art.
Then it's porno. Can the two consenting artists be buff and dressed like construction workers? 'Cause then it's hot porno. I mean, disgustingly hot porno. I mean, just disgusting.
I agree about the hotness, but it would still be art. The thing that conservatives like you like to deny is that pornography is an art form.
How long have they been going at it?
Well, the hidden microphones I have placed in here in the garage picked up this argument about 45 minutes ago.
Do you think they will ever realize that there is no resolution to this argument?
Tell you what, you come over to my house tonight and I will show you some of the most artistic gay porn you have ever seen.
Deal. I'll show you that porn ain't an art form. Granted, it may take several hours of steamy porn to get my point across, but you'll see. Oh man, they're heading straight towards a sitcom-style sex hookup.
What's that?
It's a plot device of the lowest order. You know how in sitcoms and movies where you have two people who hate each other and then, for some stupid reason, they wind up fucking one another?
Oh, the whole opposites attract thing?
It's more like the writer has no original ideas thing, but yeah.
That's what's happening here?
I have a nose for bad writing and tired plot contrivances, and I smell one right now.
What do we do? I don't want to live in a world where Gary and Funny Monster have had sex.
We need to change the subject, to get them to argue about something else.
Agreed. So what should we change the subject to?
9/11 was yesterday.
So? I mean, we all agree that 9/11 was a terrible tragedy perpetrated by terrorists. How will that distract them?
I'll bring a bottle of wine if you get dinner. I like Italian.
I have a ziti recipe that pairs well with gay porn and red wine. Raul can come too if he wants.
Raul's in Bogota on business, so it'll just be me, you, and porn. I'm gonna throw out 9/11 before it's too late.
Okay, but I don't see how it'll work.
I'll just say that I'm tired of the 9/11 anniversary crap. It was 13 years ago. Do we have to relive it every year?
Are you crazy? Of course we do! What happened on 9/11 still affects us today!
Look, I don't disagree with you, AJ. It's just kind of ghoulish the way the media trots out their tributes every year.
Well, what are we supposed to do? Ignore it? Pretend like it never happened?
Of course not, but maybe they could focus more on the aftermath, its consequences, rather than the event itself. You know, the war on terror, the health effects on Ground Zero workers, the loss of our personal freedoms thanks to the paranoia caused by 9/11, that kind of stuff.
So rather than honor those lost on that day, we pursue a liberal anti-conservative agenda?
No! Honor the people we lost by pursuing a liberal anti-conservative agenda.
You know, tonight ought to be fun. It's been a long time since I just sat with a friend and watched some quality pornography.
I will only be there to prove that porn is not art. And for the ziti. I may not be able to stay very long, though.
Why?
My neck has been bothering me. I've been to a chiropractor and a faith healer, but for some weird reason, they've been no help.
Well, if your neck is still bothering you when you come over, I'll just give you a neck rub. I'm a trained massage therapist, you know. Just give me a bare back, some shea butter, and some soothing cool jazz saxophone music, and I can work miracles.
That would be fantastic.
So you want to change 9/11 into a day to attack the Bush administration's failures rather than a real tribute to those people who perished.
Fine, yes, that is what I want. Is that what you want to hear? Of course I don't. I just want people to also remember what happens when they allow fear to drive their decisions.
That's not what 9/11 is all about, you puke! It's a day of remembrance!
But it could be so much more. All the specials on TV just feel exploitive. They are exploiting our grief for ratings.
Where you want to exploit our grief for social and political ends.
Maybe. Maybe.
Not maybe, you do! Exploiter!
Not exploit. Use. No, that sounds worse. Is there a positive word for using people's emotions to affect social change?
No! So show up at around 7:30 and I'll put on some soothing music, light some candles, and work on your neck. Then wine, dinner, and then we'll watch some porno.
I wonder what I should wear, like a loose-fitting shirt or something?
No, you just change out of your clothes and into a towel.
I don't know, that's practically naked.
You're not naked now?
No, this is a body stocking. What kind of Christian do you think I am?
Well, you'll need the towel because I think you should spend some time in my hot tub before the massage to loosen those muscles up.
You have a hot tub?
Yes, and a steam room.
I want to do that too. Can I do that?
Don't you see that exploiting a tragedy, even if you think your intentions are good, is still wrong?
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is! Did the Bush administration exploit people's emotions around 9/11 to limit our freedoms and get us involved in a sink pit of a war?
Yeah.
So how is what you're proposing any different?
Well, it's different because I'm nice and also shut up.
Aha! I won! I won the argument! Hey, Fundy, Gary, I won! Fundy? Gary?
Holy shitballs. We were so busy arguing about 9/11 that they have snuck off.
Why, they could be having sex as we speak! What have we done? The very future of Opinion-Ville was resting in our hands and we bungled it like a buttered-fingered nanny drops a baby!
Oh, me and my stupid 9/11 argument. What was I thinking? Now Gary and Fundy are off somewhere sticking parts of themselves into other parts of themselves, and when it's all over, and when the two of them realize what's happened, we're gonna be the ones that are gonna have to clean up the mess.
Way to go, jackass!
You got distracted too, dick cheese. Hey, have you guys seen my cell phone? Fundy! I thought you and Gary left to, do stuff and shit. Yeah, Gary's off to his place to heat up the tub, chill the wine, light the candles, and heat the shea butter. I just need to find my cell phone. Did one of you guys take it?
Oh my god, it's worse than we could have ever imagined. It's a level 10 sitcom romance scenario. This will make the They Slept Together episodes of Friends and Frasier look like episodes of Different Strokes by comparison.
Oh, what do we do? What do we do?
I don't know!
Murder. I should murder Fundy. Should I murder Fundy?
Whoa, dial it back. Hey, you know, we kidnap a lot in this show. Let's fall back on good old kidnapping.
This is not helping my neck. You'll thank us later. No, I will press charges later. What has gotten into you idiots? I have plans tonight.
Have you ever heard of the enemy sex plot contrivance effect?
No, is that some World of Warcraft spell? It's when two people who are totally different from each other wind up having sex, and you were about to do that with Gary. Me and Gary? You two are functionally retarded. There is no way that I would ever have rumpy-pumpy with imaginary Gary. He's a liberal pervert. Sure, he's ruggedly handsome and runs his own successful business, but that ain't enough for this purple little monster.
Oh yeah? Then what were you and Gary going to do tonight?
Well, I was going to go over to his house, and after a steam and a jacuzzi, he was going to give me a body massage. Then we'd have a lovely candlelit dinner, some wine, and then we'd watch gay porn together. Hours and hours of hot, buttery gay porn. While my fiancé is out of town. Jason, come here. I'm not untying you. No, idiot, tie me tighter. Hello, my fellow Opinion Villagers. Today is Friday, September 12th, 2014, and it's Banana Day, International Day for South-South Cooperation, Stand Up to Cancer Day, and Video Games Day. Famous dead people celebrating birthdays today: Henry Hudson, George Jones, Jesse Owens, Barry White, and Maurice Chevalier. And now on to the questions. First up, Pro Dovahkiin asks, intimate question for Meet Jason and Oswald. Did Meet Jason drop Oswald on his head as a child? And if he did, can he do it again because it would make him every funnier and adorable?
Big Jason is not my dad, so he did not drop me on my head. My adorableness comes from years and years of practice, and from eating paint chips. I know I'm not supposed to, but they are so delicious, and they made me so freaking cute.
Young's bodyguard asks, intimate question for the meaty one. What do your family think of you putting on adult-oriented puppet show every week for us? As hobbies go, it's a bit out there. Well, compared to what my hobby was before, this is tame by comparison. And legal. Did you know that you can't legally collect people? I didn't. I thought so long as they were well cared for and fed, you could collect as many people as you want. You know, I was this close to getting a true South Islander who didn't even speak English or anything. And I was gonna get a pygmy in the mail. Matthew Cifuentes asks, intimate question for Oswald. What should I eat?
What should you eat? Anything that is food. That's what my mom says. Remember, just because something looks like candy doesn't mean that it tastes like candy. Things that don't taste like candy is like medicine, buttons, traffic signals, bugs, doorknobs, stuff like that. Just do what I do. If you're not sure you can eat something, put it in your mouth. Just right in your mouth. If you're right, you get a tasty treat. And if you're wrong, you get a trip to the emergency room.
En Vogue Poe asks, intimate question for Puppet Jason. Do you still have your girlfriend? I do, but she's an agent with the FBI, so she's usually working. Why, are you interested? Available? Female? Me and Sass totally have an open relationship. I mean, we will once we sit down and talk about it. Microbloganism asks, intimate question for Dunderhead. Can you explain the role of dendritic voltage gated sodium channels in the active backpropagation of somatic action potentials in neocortical pyramidal cells?
Due to the time limitations and the management's dismissal of true scientific genius, I can't go into detail, but I will throw up my answer here. Now, if you were a super genius, such as myself, you would have used that fraction of a second to read my answer. But if you're a bit dull in the brains department, feel free to pause the video and read it at your speed. No doubt while your lips are moving.
Now that's enough of that. Remember, if you have a question you want to ask Intimate Question, leave it down below in the comment section. I might answer it. I'm making no guarantees. So until next time, my stealthy storm shadows, this has been Jason with a D.
Hey everybody, it's me, Oswald, and on today's show, I'm gonna show you how you can make delicious hot dog s'mores just using 22 common kitchen ingredients. Assisting me as always is my magic name frame. Hello, name frame.
This is not a cooking show.
Oh, then we are going to interview a very special and inspirational lady who has lost all of her limbs in a tragic milkshake accident and has learned to do everything with her earlobes.
We aren't a daytime chat show either.
Oh, then, Nameframe is gonna shout your name out and I'm gonna comment on them?
That's the one, Pro Dovahkiin.
I am an amateur Dovahkiin. I could have gone pro, but I took an arrow in the knee, so now I just coach Dovahkiin Little League teams.
McKenna McLaughlin.
That is a very Scotch name. You can tell from all the K's and the M's in it. Them Scotch people love their K's and M's.
9-ball. Woot.
What does the woot mean? World of termites? Walruses on tetracycline? Ow. It hurts my head when I say words that are too big for my brain parts.
Drunken monkey.
The funniest kind of monkey. I love drunken monkeys so much I bring a backpack full of those little bottles of whiskey that my mom hides in the bathroom and throw all the monkeys there some hooch. And that is how you get a lifetime ban from the zoo.
Malkavian mime.
Malkavia needs a better superhero.
The barbarian atheist.
He kills and ransacks and does naughty sex things while not believing in God.
The zombie sex orgy funhouse.
I can't talk about your name. My mom watches the show, and if I say those 2 words, I will be tasting Dove soap when I get home.
Atomic steaming.
What's an egg? Is that foreign language speak for egg? Are you an atomic steam-powered egg? I wonder if they taste funny. They probably taste like steampunk.
Zed the chibi guru.
So you train other chibis? To do what? Be more cute? I can do that because ain't nobody more cuter than me.
BG Bad Wolf.
Your spelling is worse than mine.
Remember, if you subbed and you would like to have a retarded monster and a withering magic picture frame shout your name out, then leave a request down in the comments section.
Hey, Name Frame, next week we can do a show where we teach people about the wonders of Spetter. It's a sponge and a sweater. It's a Spetter.
That's an infomercial.
Yeah, I know. I got like 15 boxes of Spetters in my basement that I need to sell.
Oh, Trudeau here with even more suggestions for what you could have done instead of watching YouTube. Jenny Tokame says, instead of watching a stupid puppet show on YouTube, I could have been on Second Life, building a fully functional and anatomically correct avatar of Gary and selling it to virtual kinksters. People still do things in Second Life? I haven't been there since I created my own virtual world called Trudeauiverse. In Trudeauiverse, you can live a completely immersive digital life, have carnal relations, get married, even spawn digital children. Oh, actually, I can't really go back into the Trudeauiverse at present. I'm facing several virtual paternity suits. El Nerdo Loco writes, instead of watching this show, I could have posted an intimate question to AJ asking why tinfoil hats do not improve my Bluetooth range. Well, he won't tell you. I've tried asking him, any number of tinfoil related questions, and all he does is scream, "There is no tinfoil, only aluminum foil," and then he storms off in a huff. Bastard. McKenna McLaughlin writes, instead of watching this show, I could have actually kept my psych appointment and med check. Does anyone else see the cats blowing unicorns for crack, or am I in big trouble? Oh, I know plenty of cuckoo crazy people who see cats performing fellatio on mythical creatures. It's perfectly normal for crazy people. Jenny Tokame says, instead of watching a stupid puppet show on YouTube, I could have been on Second Life, building a fully functional and anatomically correct avatar of the set falling down. Holy shit! What kind of rinky-dink operation is this? I could have been killed!